What is up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on how to set up QuantV. Personally, QuantV is one of the best graphic mods in the LeFiveM market. It absolutely allows you to reach capabilities of tweaking your graphics to the liking that you want by using ReShade. Um, I have my custom reshades that I make and I sell, and I'll explain how to get those at the end of the video. But first, I want to help you guys accomplish setting up your QuantV correctly and getting it to work in game. And I'm going to be walking you guys step by step on how to do this. I get a lot of people asking me, "Hey, Bosney, how do I install QuantV? How do I get it to work like yours? How do I make it look like yours?" Well, there's going to be a couple things you need to do before you could accomplish the nice graphics that you see in my videos, my YouTube videos. Um, and we're going to do that today. Well, let's go ahead and start. First of all, we're going to, the first thing we're going to do, and I'm going to provide the link in my video in the description, is we want to go ahead and go to the QuantV Patreon. QuantV is paid, is very affordable. It's a monthly subscription. You could cancel at any time, and you get to keep the version you bought, but you won't get any future updates. So you will go to the Patreon, to the QuantV mods, and you will click on upgrade. And here's a couple different tiers that you can select from. You have the supported tier, which is $5. You donate and support the project and pretty much keep up and, kind of just contribute a $5 support um, distribution to QuantV um, for just supporting for what they do. Now, what you want is you want minimum at the $10 tier. This is the level 3 access patron. This will allow you to download their graphic mod. That graphic mod that you see in my videos that look really nice. This is what you need. You need at least this tier to be able to get access to that. When you upgrade and you subscribe to the $10 a month subscription, you'll be able to get access to their Discord, which I'll show you in a second, and you can download their graphic mod from their Discord after you gain access um, subscribing to their Patreon. The $26 one, you could, if you're feeling generous and you wanted to subscribe to the $26 a month subscription, they're gonna give you some extra stuff here. Apparently, they have some description here explaining what you would get. Um, paying the $26, but you only need the $10 one. You don't need the $26 one. That's if you want to get all the extra features. Okay. So once you subscribe to the $10 a month Patreon, you'll get access to the Discord. I'm going to show you quickly here. If I could open this up, there we go. If you go to the QuantV Discord, you'll need to join their Discord, and you will need to uh, open up the QuantV section, and then you're gonna find the download of the. Give me a second here. Actually, no. Is it here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're gonna download the version you got. Like, let's say for example, you bought the April um download, like the April 2026. You'll go to that one and then it will show you. So for example, I have September I bought in 2025, and you'll see this. And what you want to do is they have a whole bunch of different versions. If you're single player, then obviously download single player. They have the enhanced and they have the legacy version for the single player. Um, if you're a person like me that plays FiveM, you want to download FiveM, and then vice versa with Rage and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna stick to the FiveM install. I'm showing you how to install QuantV for FiveM. Okay, not for single player, for FiveM. um, so go ahead and download the FiveM download, and once you do that, you'll get the download, and then you'll have it on your computer. In my case, I already downloaded it, so I'm gonna go to my downloads and I'm gonna look for QuantV. Here it is. So what I like to do is I will go ahead and right click and unzip the QuantV. So I just unzip that, and I'm going to find the folder. There it is. This is the unzip version of the folder. So this is the graphic mod. This is after you download it, how I just showed you previously. Then you get the folder, you unzip it. Make sure you unzip the file, okay? If you don't unzip the file, you're going to have issues. You're going to have a lot of problems installing your mod, okay? So unzip the folder and then go inside of it like I am doing right now, okay? And the first thing we're gonna do, we don't need the readme because I'm showing you, okay? You don't need that, but if you wasn't looking at my video, you could do the readme and it has instructions. We're gonna do the part one, okay? So double click on part one. You're gonna see this folder FiveM underscore app underscore data. Click on that. You're gonna see these two folders. I like to do the mods folder first. I'm gonna open a new tab up here. So I click on a little plus, you get a new tab right next to this. And what I like to do is I like to go to my FiveM settings, which is where you need to go. Not like, but you need to go there. You're gonna click on FiveM application. And if you're wondering how to get here, actually, let me show you how to get to this. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to this PC. You're gonna click on C drive, which is your Windows C drive. Okay. You're going to go down to a folder called users. When you click on users, you're going to see all the profiles on your computer. My profile is going to be this one. So I'm going to click on it. Yours is going to be different. It's not going to be the same. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to click here where it says view. And by the way, I'm using Windows 11. Okay. This is Windows 11. If you have anything under Windows 11 and Windows 10, it might look different, but I don't think anybody's under Windows 11 nowadays because it's not supported anymore. So go to View and go down to where it says Show, okay? And then you're gonna make sure that Hidden Items is checked on. You want to make sure that's checked on. When that's checked on, now you're gonna see the hidden folders under your Windows profile, and you want to go ahead and search for App Data. You see that? App Data. You're going to double click on that, and you're going to click on Local. When you click on Local, you want to go ahead and you want to go down to where it says FiveM. When you double click on FiveM, you're going to see these four things in here, okay? You want to click on FiveM application data, the first one. That's all you need to click on. Nothing else, all right? Now you're gonna be in this folder with all these scary things in it. Don't mind that. All you need to know is you're gonna be working on the mods folder and the plugins folder. Those are the two folders we're gonna be working with, okay? If you don't have these folders, feel free to click new, click on folder, and create a new one, and make sure you name it just like you see it on my screen here. It has to be one that says mods and one that says plugins, okay? All right. So back to the QuantV files. So remember, we ended up being here. Remember, I said I want to work on my mods first. So we're gonna double click on mods. You're gonna take this RPF file and you're gonna right click. You're gonna copy, and you're gonna go back to the other tab you got, and you're gonna click in the mods folder. Okay. When you click on the mods folder, you're gonna right click and you're gonna paste. You're gonna paste the file we just copy in here. I'm not gonna paste it in here because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I already have it. I already have it set up, so I don't need to do it. Okay. And you're gonna go back here to the mods folder, and you're gonna go back one folder, and you're gonna go into the plugins folder this time. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to select both of these files. You're gonna right click. You're gonna copy it, and you're gonna go back to the mods folder you had open, and you're gonna go back one folder, and now you're gonna go into the plugins folder. You're gonna right click in here, and you're gonna paste those files that you copy from the QuantV folder. Okay, so you're gonna put them in here. Now we're gonna go back to the QuantV folder, as you see, and we're gonna go back a folder. We're gonna go back another folder and one other folder, and you're gonna be back to the main root of the folder, the QuantV folder, and it's gonna look like this. Okay. So the next step is you're gonna click on the part two. Let's click on part two. Okay, now what you want to select? You want to select on the default one, the GT. You want to make sure the GPU on is the one you use. Okay. So double click on that. Double click on this folder. Go into the plugins folder, and you do not need to keep. You do not need to copy the license. This is just a license that QuantV puts in there. All you need to do is take that dxgi.dll file. You're gonna copy that. You're gonna go back into your FiveM plugin folder, and you're gonna paste that file in here. I already have it in here, so I don't need to do it. But you need to make sure you have that file in there. Okay, you're gonna paste it in here. Let's go back to the QuantV folder. You're gonna go back one. You're gonna go back again. You're gonna go back again, and we're gonna go back again. Now we're back to the root folder, where like the main, where all the main files are in the QuantV folder. Okay. And then we're going to go into the QV underscore optionals. All right. All right. Now it's very important that you install the trainer. You want to make sure you install this trainer right here. So double click in the trainer. You're going to see this FiveM underscore app underscore data. You're going to double click on that. You're going to click on the plugins folder. And you're going to select both of these files and you're going to copy them. Then you're going to go back to your plugins folder, your FiveM plugins folder, and you're going to paste those files in here. Okay. That's gonna give you the trainer, the QuantV trainer, where you could edit your presets and stuff like that and create them. That's what the trainer is for. Okay, you're gonna need that. So I went back to the QuantV folder, and I'm gonna go back to the QV optionals. I'm just gonna click up here to get there quicker. Okay, so I'm gonna recommend something. I'm gonna suggest it. Now you do as you wish, but my recommendation. You do not need to use anything else in this folder. Nothing. Nothing else. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't recommend it at all. Why? First of all, the long draw distance impacts your performance big time. I don't use it. My game still looks good. Blizzard weather, I don't really use it. Don't really use that. The only one that I do use is motion blur. I would use motion blur if I want to have that effect in game, which I do use right now, but sometimes I get tired of it. And motion blur is pretty much like when you're driving fast, you see things kind of like blurring away, like in real life. That's what that is. So if you go in it, you could go to make sure you use the FiveM version, and you go into this folder here. You go into the mods, and you put this RPF files in the FiveM mods folder if you want to use it. If you don't care for it, then you just leave it out, okay? But the only two things that you really need to be using in the optional folder is these two. Motion blur, if you want it or not, it's optional, but you definitely you're gonna need a trainer. You're definitely gonna need a trainer, okay? Um, the only other thing that the other folder, so trainer and motion blur is the visual presets. So if you want to use the visual presets, I recommend doing it. Just put it in just for the heck of it. Put it in your plugins folder and or any folder in your plugins folder that you set up for your presets. Just put these in there. QuantV gives it to you for free. So grab these up and use them if you want. They're just presets that they give you, okay? Um, but like I said, these are the only three things that is worth using in this optional folder, okay? I'm gonna go back to the main folder for what a QuantV is, and that's it, man. That's all you need to do to set up QuantV. If you follow the steps exactly how I taught you just now, your QuantV it's going to work correctly. If I went too fast for you, rewind it, go back to the parts that you got confused, and follow the steps, okay? Now, this step right here is how to set up your QuantV, okay? Now, there is one more thing we need to do. We need to install the reshader, okay? So we don't need the QuantV folder anymore, right? So we're gonna minimize this, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to Google, and I'm gonna put these links in the description as well, okay? And we're gonna look for ReShade, and you're gonna go to this website right here, ReShade.me. You're gonna click on the ReShade home. You're gonna scroll down to the bottom, and you're gonna click on download ReShade with full add-on support. Okay. When you click on it, you're gonna get the download, and you're gonna get an exe. So you're gonna get this exe. You want to double click on it, and it's gonna say this is single player, blah blah blah, and you're gonna click OK. Doesn't matter. Just ignore the message. So the thing, what you want to select is Grand Theft Auto V, GTA 5.exe. Select that one. All right. You're gonna click next. You gotta make sure that Microsoft DirectX 10, 11, and 12 is selected. That's the one you want to use if you're using Windows 11. Okay. This is the latest, so make sure you select that. You're gonna click next. I do not care for all these other effects, so the whatever's checked on there, it's fine. Okay, leave it. If you want to do the other effects, feel free to do that, but it's not needed. Okay, it's not. Just leave it alone. Click next, and you're gonna get select add-ons to install. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't select none of this. If you want to go ahead and select something from here, go. Feel free to do that. I don't do it. I leave it all unchecked. I don't care for it. So click next, and it's gonna say successfully install ReShade. Okay, you're gonna click finish. Now, what you want to do, you're gonna want to go to this PC, your Windows C drive. You're gonna go down to Program Files x86. You're gonna go down to Steam if you're using Steam. If you're using a different platform for GTA, um, make sure you find that folder, okay? But I'm gonna be showing you how to do it from Steam. So you click on Steam, and then you want to go ahead and click Steam Apps right here. Then what you want to do is you want to go to Common. You're gonna select Grand Theft Auto V, and it's gonna bring you to the um, GTA files. Okay, that's gonna be your Grand Theft Auto files, your main files. Okay, it's gonna bring you to the GTA files. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and you're gonna click New. You're gonna create a folder. Call mods. Okay, hold on. No, my bad, my bad, my bad. You're gonna create a folder called plugins. Okay, make sure you click you create a folder called plugins unless you have one already in here. There's gonna be on your main GTA directory. All right, this is your main GTA directory. All right, so if you scroll down, you want to look for DXGI. You're gonna select ReShade.ini, ReShade log, ReShade presets, and you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna cut it. All right, you're gonna cut that. You're gonna scroll up. You're gonna go into that plugins folder I told you to create, and you're gonna paste all that in here. Okay, I already have it in there, but I just replaced it. You're gonna paste it all in there. All right, and that's it. ReShade is installed. Um, and you're gonna minimize. And the next thing you want to do is you want to launch FiveM. You're gonna launch the FiveM. Okay. Just gonna bring this down. Now, when you got FiveM open, you're gonna do something here. Okay, you're gonna do something. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. There we go, guys. So you got to do this one step, and this is just to avoid any errors where your reshade not working and stuff like that. So what you want to do is, like I said, go to your FiveM directory, app data, local FiveM. You're gonna go to FiveM application data, and you're gonna go down to where it says CitizenFX.ini. You're gonna open it up with Notepad, um, just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to put in this code right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, and I'm gonna put it down in the description. So you could add this to your Citizens ID. Make sure you save it when you're done, and then that's gonna avoid any problems with your reshade loading up with your FiveM. And you're gonna hit your home button. You're gonna hit your home button, then you're gonna see the reshade like this. You want to make sure you select your QuantV ReShade. This is my own personal ReShade. And if you want to change the key of your overlay, you come down, you go to the settings up here, and you're gonna select in here, and you're gonna press the key that you want to set for your overlay. This will open, the overlay opens up this menu here. Some people don't like the home button, so I change it to a different one. Insert. Um, so you do that, and then the next thing you want to set up is the preset you want it to start off by default. So you click this little folder, you find the preset wherever it is on your computer. You can set that preset to automatically come up every time you play your game. Okay. And then the last thing I like to do is set up my screenshot path. So if you click the little button, you can kind of set up where you want your screenshots in game to go when you take screenshots. And that's gonna be pretty much it. If you hit home, you'll get back in here. But these are the things you will see. If QuantV is working, you'll see QuantV.fx. You'll see the QuantV loot, QuantV post, and outdated and stuff. I don't recommend using this. Makes it look really good. The QuantV post effects. I don't recommend using it though because it causes problems with like coloring and stuff sometimes. I only use these two. And then I have my custom preset, which is only $5. You could join my developer MV development and join the Discord there. You can purchase it for $5 by opening the ticket. I'm gonna put the link to the Discord for the MV development Discord. Um, and also the rest of the links that you need to get QuantV installed correctly. That is going to be it as far as how to install QuantV. If you successfully install QuantV, then your game will look really good in the game. I'm going to go ahead and go in the server. I'm going to show you guys what my graphic looks like with my preset in QuantV. Um, just FYI, QuantV does not use any EMB anymore. That's a thing of the past. You don't need it to make your game look good. So those guys who are trying to mix EMB with the new QuantV, it's not gonna work for you. So don't even try it. If you do and you know how to do it, then good for you. But I don't recommend it. You really don't need it. It looks good without it. So that's all my knowledge behind QuantV and the knowledge I want to share with you to make your game look good, just like my game looks in my MBRP episodes. Also, if you're looking for a Massachusetts inspired server or anybody looking to join a Massachusetts server that's realistic and is managed well and is a good community, feel free to join us. Go to themabluerp.com, click the Discord button, and join our Discord community today to become a member. All right, so here is I'm gonna load into the game here so you can see my graphics. So as you can see here, this is my character, this is my graphics around me. I'm gonna go ahead and open up my ReShade menu, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to my daytime preset, which will make the day look really good, and it's customized for the day. And then the night is obviously for the night. And here's my vehicle, and I'm gonna turn my lights on so you guys can see. So if I turn my lights on, that's my nighttime stage, my daytime, and then code 3 full blowing. Here's the lights. That's how I did it. Everything looks so clean and nice. And yeah, man, that's what my preset looks like. That's how my graphics looks. And if you guys like that, once again, I have my preset on the MV development Discord that you can pick up for today for $5. That's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope that this video is a help to you and getting you set up with QuantV. I really recommend it. It's a really good graphic mod. All right, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you.